Didn't I just make this video? I feel like I did. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Nick Calandra is back again. I'm getting tired of covering you, Nick. Like, stop being a jackass. Genuinely. From me to you, like, focus on Second Wind. Focus on the games. Stop with whatever the hell this is. I don't know how else to say it. Like, you keep talking like you don't want anything to do with the drama, but yet your entire Twitter timeline that people keep sharing with me says everything but that. Nick Calandra is in the news once again for all the wrong reasons. Once again, because he's doing a targeted harassment campaign, once again, to this time, not me, to 8-Bit Eric, where he and his online group of henchmen have rallied together to find information, dig up resources, and look into the history of someone to find anything wrong with them because they dared cover Alyssa Mercante. It's really weird. But when you start digging into the past and trying to find anything to cancel someone, it goes way too far. Hit that subscribe, give me a like, and check out smashjt.com for the full, exhaustive article going through the latest transgressions of Nick Calandra and crew. You know, these guys, they don't work alone. They're all together working on trying to cancel people that dare question their agenda. This time, 8-Bit Eric. I would even go so far as to say 8-Bit Eric, friend of the channel. Someone who I have not always seen eye to eye with, but someone who I've always respected when it comes to covering games in the video game industry, because that's what he does. He loves video games. He loves talking about them. But yet these people can't stand that 8-Bit Eric dares question their agenda. Nick Calandra, a once promising career now turned infamous figure with the leftist woke gaming community, has recently, yet again, ignited controversial campaigns against another community member, 8-Bit Eric, who is known for his contributions to gaming and his involvement in wrestling, his life's passion. In fact, after Review Tech USA started coming after 8-Bit Eric for no good reason other than 8-Bit Eric was covering him, that's what these people do, by the way. They come at you and try to discredit you when you have valid information and valid criticism against them. They try to throw anything against the wall that sticks at you. Review Tech USA did it to him, and in response, I bought 8-Bit Eric's book because I wanted to support him. So if you want to, I'll put a link to 8-Bit Eric's book in the description below alongside the Smash JT article. But anyways, 8-Bit Eric made a video covering this, and I highly recommend checking it out. I will put this one in the description below as well. This goes through all the accusations that were levied against 8-Bit Eric, including some video clips that they were sending on social media saying how awful of a person 8-Bit Eric is and how it started to lean into that PDF file area of YouTube.
I went out for a little bit. I went out to this bar in New Braunfels, Texas, and it was like all these, you know, like the white girls that like to party. They wear like cowboy boots, like jean shorts, cowboy boots, cute tops. They have that fucking, I'm not gonna say it, good looking little white girls with, you know, the country look, but I won't say the rest of what I was gonna say.
That video was fairly harmless. 8-Bit Eric shared that and he's like, what did I even say wrong here? And I watched it, I'm like, yeah, bro, I don't see anything wrong with this. It seems like a fairly normal take when you're at a bar and this is your thoughts on the dating scene. Yeah, I don't envy being a single guy in 2024 because holy crap, what a wild world it's turned into.
But with today's dating pool, women are fucking weird, and you have to fucking how should I describe it? The girls that I do gel with and like, I don't have to play a role or pretend to be something. You know what I mean? A lot of times I just be myself. Now girls, they live by that whole, I want a man that knows exactly what he wants and a guy that can make me feel safe and a guy that ain't blah blah blah. They have all this bullshit, like all these fucking weird standards and crap. Need a man that blah blah, like media, TV, internet, movies. It's fucking literally poison the way girls fucking look at love.
But that doesn't stop people like Nick Calandra from coming at 8-Bit Eric, and after that video gets shared, goes on a tangent of tweets about how 8-Bit Eric is such a horrible person. As a reminder, Eric runs wrestling camp classes for kids, including young women, and this is how he talks about women publicly online. He should be nowhere near children in any capacity. What a stretch! Holy crap, that is impressive how he just manipulated his own words to stretch it into something really bad. For the uninitiated, that's what people like Nick Calandra in the business of blowing dog whistles is called a dog whistle. This is a clear-cut case, just like what Alyssa Mercante did to me the other day with the Comic-Con badges. Oh, she was like, oh, what a horrible person that Smash JT is. What a harasser. And I can't believe San Diego Comic-Con would allow him through the gates there. A dog whistle for her 12,000 plus followers to do her bidding to try to get that canceled. And here we have Nick Calandra doing the same damn thing, ripping a page right out of Alyssa Mercante's book of, let's try to get this guy canceled. Nick Calandra, by the way, let me remind everyone once again, who is the same guy that said on go after their funding sources. They won't stop until you get their funding sources, which is just the most devious, insidious, insane take that I have ever seen. Like, you don't write that. That is crazy talk. You don't go after people's funding sources. This isn't like Al-Qaeda. He's not a terrorist. Like, what the hell is your brain telling you? This misfiring, short-circuiting. It's just insanity to me. And you would think he'd leave it there, but no. That's just the start of it. Since 8-Bit Eric has made multiple videos about me, defaming and smearing me. Hold on. So apparently, covering your tweets, which, by the way, Nick, is exactly what I'm doing here, by the way. I don't know if you know how this works, but we talk about what you say because it's just so unhinged that we want to let the community know this is who you are. That's not slander. That's not smearing. That's not defaming. You don't have a case. And if you thought you did, you'd get laughed out of court if you even found a lawyer to take your money from you. But anyways, it continues. Let's have a look at what an absolute creep this guy is and his thoughts about women, shall we? Using his own words. Sorry in advance for putting this on your feed today. So I love how he has the self-recognition of acknowledging that he is putting this on everyone's feed. The same guy that always complains about having drama on his feed, and this is propagated out of nowhere, like out of thin air. He just rips this whole saga up and convolutes it and completes it and throws it out there and is just like, hey, let's talk about 8-Bit Eric today to try and get him canceled. Like, I thought you were the guy that didn't want to deal with any of this, Nick. Where is this coming from? Like I said, and you'd think it end there, but nope. Nick keeps going. I'm sure the parents of the children you get to physically interact with at a wrestling, this is creepy. Like, going this deep into it and saying these words is like what your mind is thinking and projecting onto someone else. And I gotta be honest, before I even go further in this, like just reading that part speaks volumes for yourself that that's where you're going with this. Get help. Like legit, dude. Get mad at me all you want, but this is like a cry for help that your brain is saying that you need someone professionally to psychoanalyze you. Because this is not normal. I'm sure the parents of the children you get to physically interact with at a wrestling camp would have something to say to you about how you talk about women online. I don't have to twist anything to make you look like a creepy asshole that you are. Clearly you do have to twist it, because watching the video evidence that you've provided shows anything but what you're trying to claim. It's completely the contrary to that. I don't understand how you could watch this and listen to it and think that this is bad. And I'm not like here just to be an 8-Bit Eric defender. I am looking at this objectively just to be like, man, this must be really bad based off of what Nick's saying. And I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, there's nothing really here. Like, what's he even getting at? And of course, this is what it all leads to. As I was getting ready to write the article for this, 8-Bit Eric posted on Twitter that someone contacted where he was working. Also, someone emailed my business partner to cancel me. Wonder who John Doe is? Nice try, Magic Tech Dag, which is John Phipps, you know, curb stomping, badass, former IGN reviewer guy, the guy that is completely unhinged, crazy, psychopathic, like serial killer vibes. John Phipps, that guy, yeah, totally normal. And I read that and I was like, well, that's weird. Why would 8-Bit Eric just implicate John Phipps out of nowhere? Because Nick Calandra has a whole bunch of henchmen. How do you know that it was John Phipps? Like, to make that claim is kind of crazy, 8-Bit Eric. Why would you say that? And then looking at the email, it shows timestamps. The same exact timestamps that John Phipps put in a message on Twitter not 14 hours or 18 hours or whatever after this email got sent. And only John Phipps would know those timelines. So it would stand to reason that as much as he tried to hide it with a fake email address, that, I don't know, I mean, if it smells like a duck, walks like a duck, and looks like a duck, I don't know. You can draw your own conclusions from this one. But anyways, here's what the message said. Hi there. Reaching out as a concerned citizen about one of your trainers going by the name of Spectre, or Eric Perez. 2212 in this video, he makes some very uncomfortable comments about younger women at bars. There are many such examples of this behavior on his YouTube channel, and as someone working with children, these comments are highly concerning. 13940 is another section of his thoughts on women. I'm sure the parents of these children would not be comfortable sending their children to a school where a 40-year-old man gets to put his hands on them knowing he said these things. Who does that? Like, that is just so weird. It's like adult tattletaling, but not really having a gotcha moment. So it's just embarrassingly pathetic. And John Phipps is claiming that it's not him. So I can't say for certain it is. But again, it clearly feels like it is him. But it doesn't matter, by the way, who it is. The fact is, Nick Calandra is the one creating this surrounding circumstance where people are contacting Eric's work and trying to get him fired. The same damn thing that happened to me when Nick Calandra put out that Discord message, go after their funding sources, and wouldn't you know it, 2 people contacted a place I used to work at trying to get me fired. Do you see how these people work? How insidious they are, how gross they are. This is like abhorrent. Like, removing myself from the whole situation, just looking the facts on the table, it's like, how could any of these people look themselves in the mirror and feel like they're respectable at all when it comes to living life? 8-Bit Eric did nothing wrong, and the clips that they're trying to use against him, Eric's talking about being at a bar where the girls hopefully are ID checked and over the age of 21. So when he says young girls, it's not really a stretch to say he's referring to, I don't know, young girls like 21, 22, 23 years old. And that's okay to talk about that. It's not crazy to say how they're dressing is kind of questionable. That's like, whatever. How is this a gotcha? I don't even understand. We have strayed so far off the reservation of video games that I am at a loss for words right now. Fact of the matter goes back to, this goes all on Nick Calandra of Second Wind, who is employing him, continuing to empower him to do these things. And while I'm saying those things, and obviously people could be like, oh, well, now you're trying to get him canceled at Second Wind. It's like, well, here's the thing. He shouldn't be doing this stuff. He's obviously dog whistling everyone to get fired, get canceled. Why? Like, what is your deal? What's your agenda? Just because people don't agree with you that you need to end them? It makes no sense. Stop it, dude. Like, legitimately, from one human being to whatever the hell you are, I'm genuinely telling you to stop it. Cover the games. Cover what you do on Second Wind and move on with your life. Whatever the hell this is not helping you. You, as far as everything I've seen is concerned, have won at life in the position you're in. Based off of how you're acting, where it's way over your head, you've won. Like, don't lose what you have. Hold on to it. Stop doing this stupid shit. I don't know how else to tell you that. I'm at a loss. I can't. Anyways, I'm going to leave it there. If you guys want the full article, all the information, references, links, emails, everything, even 8-Bit Eric's video, it's all in the Smash JT article. I will link it in the description below. Nick, I'm telling you, man, please stop doing this. It's not helping you. You're only hurting yourself. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Trying to cancel me based on the allegations that Nick Calandra made earlier today. So if you weren't aware, he took some clips out of context saying that I talk disgusting about women. We're going to replay those, but I covered in my previous video. I was giving my thoughts on the current dating pool. at a bar, which is 21 and up. But for some reason, he turned it into me having no business being around children because of how disgusting I talk towards women.
Smash, change, smash, change, smash, change,